Have you ever stood in the quiet before the alarm sounds and felt that gnawing question in your chest? Am I really ready? Not just ready for the fire you can see, but ready for the fire inside, the fear, the doubt, the part of you that whispers you aren't enough. Almost everyone stepping into this line of work thinks courage is simply showing up. But courage, real courage, is the clarity to see yourself as you are and then choose to act anyway. You see, being a firefighter isn't just about running towards smoke or breaking down doors. It's about confronting the truths you hide from yourself. The truth that you might freeze when a life depends on you. The truth that the chaos of a burning building mirrors the chaos in your own mind. The fire isn't just outside, it's inside you, burning in patterns you can't yet see. And if you don't understand that fire, if you don't learn to think clearly under pressure, it will consume you in ways the flames never could. Let me tell you something that isn't often said. The most dangerous thing isn't the fire itself, it's confusion. Unclear thinking in moments of extreme pressure. In the split second where life and death hang in balance, hesitation kills. Hesitation is born from a mind clouded with doubt, fear, and unexamined assumptions. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Replace mind with firefighter's judgment, and you start to see why philosophy belongs in the firehouse as much as hoses and axes. Think of it this way: every fire is a puzzle, and puzzles are only solved with clarity. A clear thought leads to clear action. Clear action leads to results. And results, good or bad, teach you the truth about yourself and the world around you. If you act without thinking, the fire teaches you painfully. If you think without clarity, hesitation teaches you painfully. But if you learn to think clearly, you give yourself a chance to act decisively. And in that decisive action, you save not only others, but pieces of yourself. When I first started, I thought being a great firefighter meant being fearless. I thought bravery was the absence of fear, but fear isn't the enemy. Fear is the compass. Fear points to what matters most: the lives depending on you, the trust your team places in you, the children you might save or fail to save. The real challenge is to act clearly, logically, and deliberately through fear. That's the mark of mastery. Here's a truth most recruits never hear: your mind is your heaviest gear. You can carry hoses, axes, and ladders, but if your mind is cluttered, if your thoughts are ambiguous, if your judgment is fuzzy, no amount of physical strength will save you. That's why writing, reflection, and disciplined thinking are as critical as your turnout coat. This isn't academic. This is life or death. Let's bring it closer. Picture a fire on the 3rd floor, smoke thick as fog. You hear someone screaming, trapped in a room about to collapse. You have seconds to decide. Which door do you breach first? Do you go left, right, or stay? A firefighter without clarity might flail, panic, or freeze. A firefighter trained to think clearly doesn't move without a plan. They have practiced the if-then of survival. If the smoke thickens beyond visibility, then retreat to the stairwell. If the person is audible behind door A, then breach that door. Simple logic. Yet in chaos, it becomes life-saving precision. This is why philosophy, history, and psychology matter. Understanding the Stoics teaches us resilience. We cannot control the fire, only our response. History reminds us that great firefighters aren't born. They are forged by experience, reflection, and learning from every failure. Psychology shows us the unconscious biases, the split-second emotional pulls that can sabotage even the most skilled hands. If you ignore these lessons, the fire will teach them in ways you'd rather not endure. Now, let's talk about something uncomfortable: the camaraderie. Firefighting is romanticized as brotherhood, as family, and it is, but it's also brutally honest. Your mistakes are not hidden. Your hesitation is witnessed. Your successes are celebrated, but your failures echo. Every call exposes the raw, unvarnished truth of who you are. There's no hiding from it. And if you can't confront yourself honestly, if you can't organize your thoughts, if you can't act with clarity, then that bond, the bond that protects you, will also fail you. Think of every successful firefighter you know, not just the ones who saved lives, but the ones who returned home whole in mind and spirit. What separates them isn't sheer luck or raw courage, it's the ability to think clearly under pressure, to turn overwhelming chaos into simple if-then statements. If this happens, then do that. Each call, each fire, each life saved or lost teaches them. Each fire teaches them clarity. Each failure teaches them clarity, and that clarity is what transforms ordinary humans into extraordinary protectors. So, what does this mean for you? Standing on the threshold of the firehouse or staring at your reflection in the mirror, questioning if you have what it takes? It means this: mastery begins in your mind. Before you run into a burning building, before you lift that hose, before you make a split-second choice that could save a life, you must organize your thoughts. Reduce ambiguity, make your reasoning logical, test it against reality. If I do this, then this outcome will follow. The clarity of that thought becomes the clarity of your action. The clarity of your action becomes the clarity of your results. The clarity of your results becomes the clarity of your understanding, and that understanding, the ability to see the fire as it is, becomes your edge over chaos. I'll leave you with this. The fire will always burn, the smoke will always blind, and fear will always whisper. But a clear mind is a shield no flames can pierce. The clearer you think, the faster you act, the safer you are, and the greater the impact you can make. The fire outside is terrifying, but the fire inside is transformative. Learn to face it, learn to organize it, learn to let it teach you, because in the end, being a firefighter isn't just about fighting fire. It's about knowing yourself so clearly, thinking so deliberately, and acting so decisively that you can meet chaos with confidence, fear with courage, and the unknown with wisdom. The fire will never wait, neither should you.